In this demo, I'm going to create a Google form to collect some data into a spreadsheet. So from my web browser, I'm using Chrome. I'm going to open up my mail, or on the right-hand side here, I can click on these apps, and then I can click on my mail to open up my Gmail, or I can click on the drive. So now I'm in Google Drive, and from Google Drive, I'm just going to click on New, and I'm going to go to Forms. I'm going to give my form a title. I can type in a description if I wish. And then I'm going to get to the questions. So the first question that I want is, what is your first name? First name. Now from the drop down here, I can select what type of question is it going to be. Is it multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, etc. I'm going to say short answer. And then is it required or not? That means, is it compulsory for the user to input information? Yes, most of my questions are going to be required. Then how do I create a new question? I click on the plus here, and then I say, what is your surname? Automatically, it's defaulted to short answer. Then I'm going to click on next. I want to add an additional question. Now here I can see that it's untitled form. So I'll just click there, and then I can see it's populated as attendance. So you're going to give it a meaningful name so that you can easily locate it. So first name, surname, and then the next question, I click on the question. What is your email address? Here as well, it's going to be a short answer. And then I want the person's cell phone number or contact number or WhatsApp number. And then what else do I want? So I've got the person's first name, surname, email address, cell phone number, and then I'm going to select a date. What date did you attend class? Okay, so the first session, session 1. And then next one, what time did you attend? So I'm going to click on the drop down here, and I'm going to select time, and then time. And then, yeah, so I'm happy with this that I've got so far. All right. Now you can keep going and adding additional questions. If you don't want a question, then you can always click here to delete it. Or you can just click on the question itself to make any changes or modifications. Now, I've created my Google form. Responses is where people are going to, when they fill in the Google form, I'm going to look at the responses. I can also go and get a spreadsheet here. Then settings, make this a quiz, responses, manage how responses are collected and protected, etc. Question defaults, you can go and have a look at these settings if there's something that you wish to change. So I've created my Google form now. Next thing I need to do is I want to send this Google form to participants to fill in this attendance register or to gather the data. How do I do that? I can click on the send button here. Now I can simply email it to, I'm going to email it to myself, Subendran. There we go. And I can include the form in the email. In other words, when the person receives the email, they can fill in the form directly from the email. They don't need to click into a link. So I'm going to say, collect email addresses. I can collect email addresses if I wish. This way, it's going to check that the email is valid or not, or responder input, right? But I've already included an email field. So I'm not going to collect email addresses here. So let me send me my form that I've created. So if I go into my mail now, just going to open up a new tab and click into my email. There's the form that I've created, attendance. And I can type in my details. I can select the date that I have attended. We are currently in June, and today is the 4th of June. And the class that I attended was at 8 a.m. And I can click on submit. Okay, so straight from my email, I've submitted. And here it says, here's the attendance register, first name is required, all of these fields are required. So certain things was not typed in correctly, so it's then prompting me now to fill in the form. So I'm going to fill in this form again. So I agree. Email address, number, and then I'm going to click on submit. Okay, so there we go. It submitted my response. So if I go to my Google Forms now, I can see I've got a single response filled in by Subir. Okay, there's all of the details. Then, what's the other way that I can send out the Google form? I can click on send. I can click on links, and then I click on shorten the link. I'll copy this link, and then I can just create a new email. I'm going to send it to myself. Subject, attendance register. And I'm going to paste in the link, and I'm going to click on send. So there's the attendance register that I've just sent. I can click on the link now. Whoops, this is the wrong link. So let me go and get the correct link. Control C, copy it. And then I'm going to go to my mail again. Compose, Sabine, attendance, click on send. There's attendance, click on the link now, and there's my form. So Mickey Mouse and there's Mickey Mouse at Disney.com with my number, date, I can type it in. Today is the 4th, so 04. What is it? June. So I clicked on J, and then the year is 2054. So I can type it in, or I can click on the drop down here. And then the time now, let's say I attended the 9 a.m. 0900. Then I click on submit. Okay, so if I go back here to my forms now, I can see that I've got 2 responses. Okay. So, and it shows me the first response was by Suben, the next one was by Mickey Mouse. Okay. Now, how do I go to get all of these responses into my spreadsheet? I'm just going to click on the top here. So I've got questions, responses, and settings. I'm going to click on responses, and then I'm going to click on link to sheets, create a new sheet, attendance. You can change the name, and I'm going to say create. And now it's opened up the Google Sheet for me. If I am accustomed to working with Excel, for example, then I can go to File, and I can say, where is it? Share with other users. I can email, I can download the form. So I went to File, Download, and then I'm going to say Excel. And I'm going to save it in my downloads. And then I click on attendance, and it's going to open up the sheet in Excel. All right. Now, how do I get back to all of this? Let's close all of these tabs. So again, if I'm signed into my Chrome, then I can click on the tabs on the top there. If I'm not signed in, then I'll simply open up my email. So when I open up my email, on the top right-hand side here, I can see there's my Google Apps. I can go into my Google Drive. And from my Google Drive, I can then create a new form, or I can see there's the attendance form that I've created. So I can just click on it. All right. And then double click on it to open it up. And there's my attendance form that I've created. I can see there's still 2 responses. And then there's settings. If I want to customize, you can play around with this. But basically, this is the process of creating it. If I wanted to view my responses in Google Sheets, I can now click on View in Sheets. And if there's additional information that has been filled in, then I can go to File and Download, and then I can select Excel. So again, attendance, how to create the form. What did I do? I went into my Google Drive, I clicked on New, and I said Form, and then I gave it a name. After creating the form, I wanted to send out the form to users. What did I do? I went to send on the top here, and then I can send it directly in the user's email. Alternatively, I could have created a link. So if you go back on the video, you'll see how I've done both of these steps. Hope this is helpful. Thank you.